Hi everyone, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate all the amazing comments that you guys have been sending my way. All the love and the gratitude I have for all of you is over and above. I am so grateful and I can't believe how fast my channel is growing, and I'm a little bit overwhelmed and a little bit nervous about it all, but with all good things come more good things. So I'm just going to take it in stride and be ever grateful and keep trying to give back to you so that you can keep furthering your career, because I really think that that was the ultimate goal for me. I've had a few people tell me that they've implemented some of the changes that I have stated in my last video. You can see it up here in the link, that they have actually sold a few pieces within a few days of making the changes. So unbelievable. I can't believe it's working for some of you. That is just absolutely fantastic. And for me, that was the hope of what this channel was going to become. So how do you sell your artwork virtually? How do you make a connection to your audience when you haven't seen them in person or they're not standing in front of you? These are all things that you're going to have to master if you want to continue or even start selling online. So today's tip is going to be about how you can make customers feel connected to you, so much so that they're going to want to purchase your artwork and hang it in their home. So stay tuned and I'll see you in a second. All right, so a tip for you on Instagram. I wanted to share one more tip with you on Instagram about how I've been growing my following and how I think I'm sending the right message to the Instagram algorithms that is showing my work out to the public so that I can keep gaining followers. Okay, so here we go. Instagram. Okay, so there's two things that I have been doing on Instagram. First, I heart everybody's message. The second thing is I try to respond to everybody's message. And I think that is giving, one of the things that I've noticed with Instagram is the faster you can get traction onto a post is the more Instagram thinks it's important. And when Instagram thinks that other people think it's important, it sends it out to more people in space. I don't really know how else to put that. out into the masses, into the universe, into the Instagram pool of people. So your comments and your hearts, your interaction with anybody that posts on your Instagram counts. It counts towards that. So I am one of those people that check other people's Instagram things, because that's how I learn, is I'm always absorbing information from the internet. I'm absorbing content from other creators and seeing what they're doing and what is helping to get traction on social media. And that's the one thing I see. If you're not, first of all, some of you aren't posting every day. Some of you are posting like once a week or twice a week. I want you for the next 4 weeks, I want you to just try this. If you guys can just try this and see if it works. I want you from this day forward to respond back to everybody that comments on your posts. I also want you to scroll back and comment on some of those other posts that perhaps you didn't comment on. I want you to give every comment a heart, and I want you to respond to every comment that someone has posted on your Instagram. I want to see if this works. I mean, what's it gonna hurt? It's not gonna hurt. It's gonna be some of your time. I get that, but it's worth it. If your goal is to grow your Instagram, then you have to work at it. So I want to give you a little bit of an idea of how much I work, just to give you some understanding of what I do. My day is a little messed up. Sometimes I'm up at 4:30 in the morning. Sometimes it's 6, sometimes it's 8. It hasn't been 8 in a really long time. I usually do a whole bunch of computer work in the morning. That involves social media. It now includes YouTube. I come up with ideas of what I'm going to talk about. I plan out some paintings that I'm going to do. Usually by afternoon, if it's a good day and I feel creative, then I'm going to paint. But every day, throughout every hour, every half hour, I am always on social media. I never thought that I would live on social media, but that's what it takes in order to grow your Instagram. when people comment on a post, your interaction counts as a hit. It counts as a signal to the algorithms of Instagram. And keep in mind, nobody knows what the algorithms are about, but these are the things that I have paid attention to, and these are the patterns that I have seen. So my goal, it's getting harder, but I'm still trying, is I respond to almost everybody's comment. It may not be in the day that they did it because I've got a lot of followers and it's getting harder and harder and harder, but at some point I'm gonna respond. So I want you for the next 4 weeks is to keep a real close eye. Do the best that you can do. Give it 110% for the, okay, maybe not, maybe 4 weeks is a long time. Let's just try 1 week, okay, 2 weeks. Let's just try 2 weeks. That way it gives me a little bit more time to read your follow-ups and then see how we can plan this next. So let's go for 2 weeks. I want you guys to reply to every post I want you guys to reply to every comment that someone posts on your social media. And I want it to be a genuine, sincere, authentic post. You know, like you're so excited that that person posted on your post. And if I keep saying post on post one more time, I'm gonna just scream. I want you guys to be so excited that somebody posted a comment on your page. That's how you should be. Someone had enough interest in your work that they took the time to write a comment. That's huge and it's meaningful. And your response to them should be the same way. It should be no different online than it is having a person stand in front of you. There's no difference. And that's the approach and mentality that you have to have if you want to sell your work online. Some people might not have great things to say. I've had a couple of comments on and that's just reality. You can't expect everybody to like your work. Everybody's tastes are different. So don't focus on those people. Focus on the ones that do comment positively on your page and pretend that they are standing right in front of you and greet them with respect and authenticity and with gratitude. You will send, even though it's on technology and they are not in front of you, they will still feel it. And that's what art is about. It's about putting your emotion into canvas so that somebody else, when they absorb it and look at it, feel that energy from that canvas. See if it makes a difference. If it does, I want you to post down below in the comments here. Down below. Not on my Insta, here. And the reason I want you to do it here is because this, for me, tells YouTube that you found this video important enough that you felt necessary that you wanted to comment. All right, so let's recap. 2 weeks. I want you guys to post a comment back to everybody that comments on your social media. So you're posting at least once a day on Instagram during your prime time. So for me, if you notice, I'm usually between 7:30 in the morning and 8 a.m. My second time that I post is approximately between 11:30 and noon. And sometimes, not very often anymore, I'll post one in the evening. It's crucial that you pick the same time every day. The reason for that, it's a whole algorithm thing. That's my new favorite word. The new word of 2020 and 21 is algorithms for me. And once you learn the algorithms, it's like the key to unlock everything. Pay attention to your following and tell me in the comments below if you think it's gone up. And if it has, fantastic. Then I want you to just keep doing more of that. But I'll check back with you in 2 weeks and see how that worked for you. If you've noticed a change, if it helps, if you've gotten a little bit more traction on your social media, I think it's gonna do some really good things for you. Now, keep in mind, this is really for the people who have already established a great body of work, a work that is cohesive in nature, it's solid work. If you're just starting to paint and you've only just applied paint to the canvas yesterday, it's gonna take you more time. The first thing is always to make sure that you have art that resonates with people. The other thing that I do, I really like this whole talk about Instagram and then talk about Google. They don't work together. So Google doesn't like Instagram, Instagram doesn't like Google. So all of the things that you're posting on Instagram really don't get shown in Google. The only thing that does get shown is the name of your Instagram site, which is why I had you change that to a keyword. And don't forget, don't keep the same keyword forever. Keep changing that up. Change it until you find the one that works best for you. And I have to say, it's so exciting to me to see all the comments that are coming through in my DMs that say like, landscape artist or fine art artist, abstract artist, paintings for sale, like hilarious. I love it. You guys are listening, and you're not only listening, but you're actually taking the steps forward to make the changes. So good on you guys. Are you guys ready? Secret. Are you ready for the secret? Google's gonna go, what is going on? It does not matter when you're uploading your photos from your phone to your Instagram this way. It makes no difference. It's not going to be a benefit at all because Google doesn't read any of your posts from Instagram. But if you're posting to your website, this is key. How many of you are just posting those photos that you take from your phone onto your website without changing the file name? Anybody? Anybody? Okay, huge. You guys need to be changing the file name. And there is a specific format on how you should be changing that file name. And I'm gonna show you that. I want you to now, again, this is where we're gonna start to build our keywords, people. This is what's gonna give you traction on Google. This is what's gonna help your website rank. These are all the things and steps that I did for myself. And I'm sharing them with all of you. So I hope that you take the time to put some of these in place. Now, I don't expect you to go back and change every photo that you have on your website, to change those images and rename those file names. That's a lot of work to do. But from today or tomorrow, I want you to start telling Google what that image is. So for me, I might name, well, let's see. Let's go and do it. All right, so I'm gonna just go onto my computer here and I've recorded, I'm gonna screen record for you so that you can see visually how I'm naming my image files before I upload them to my website, like my Shopify website. All right, so 1 second. All right, so here is my screen. I'm just gonna open this one up here really quickly so that you guys can see that this is one of my finished paintings here. And if I click on here, you can see that I have named this painting 42 by 42 dash. The dash here is super important. And you can't see that, but I just pointed at my screen, but you can't see that. Okay, so this is the proper format that is readable by Google. So every time in a space in between every word, you have to have a dash. So the reason I did 42 by 42 is because that's the image size. And then I want people to know when they see that image that it's a Lori Mirabelli. So it's 42 by 42 dash Lori dash Mirabelli. And then I also want to use a keyword. And so every image that I upload to my website is named a different keyword. So this one may be called abstract paintings, but I'm going to have 1,000 other keywords that are going to be picked. So this is how you name. It's going to be different on whatever computer you're on, but I'm going to still call it a 42 by 42 dash Lori Mirabelli dash fine art for sale. And now that's the name of this painting. And so then I'm going to upload this painting to my website. So every image that you have on your website needs to be properly named, not just the IMG number that is automatic from when you take a photo on whatever system you're using, whether it be your Canon or your iPhone. I'm going to end it there. I'm going to leave it on that note because I think that's probably one of my biggest secrets that I just shared with you on how I got my website to get some organic traffic from Google. So you guys got your homework set out for you. You got 2 weeks to get your stuff together. And remember, don't overwhelm yourself. Do not go back and change every image on your website. That will overwhelm you. Just from this point on, whenever you upload a new item image to your website, just change the file name. All right? So again, remember, comments down below. Please, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. I could use all the support I can get right now to help get some traction on my YouTube channel. And thank you so much. I'll see you guys all soon. Take care. I always look away. Stop looking away.